What's up, my friends? Welcome back to a new Dive in Life tutorial. And this time we're really going to dive in life. We're going to talk about the grid. And in this case, the adaptive grid. For the ones who don't know what a grid is, this is a grid. And you can change the grid by right-clicking and choosing either an adaptive grid or a fixed grid. If you choose to change to a fixed grid, like in some cases you want to, if you zoom out, I like the adaptive grid because, it zooms out. Now I can move stuff like this. It's very easy. But sometimes you're zooming in. You maybe want to have a little smaller, a smaller grid. You can right click. You can either put it like this or like this. So whenever you're having trouble like moving stuff around, it might be that you put it like on 116 and you zoom out and you want to move this. Well, you're never going to put stuff on the grid because then you can't, it's not really snapping. So what I like to right click, put it to narrow, and then just move stuff around. And it's, and always when it's on narrow, for me, it works the best. If I zoom out, I want to move stuff. It's very easy to move stuff. I can't go wrong. But if you have it on some fixed grid, could be one bar, it's getting really tough to move stuff on the grid, So I like to use narrow grid on the adaptive side, and sometimes if you want to move bigger parts, it is good to go to the widest, and you can move stuff like this, like that, so you can move stuff around. That works really well. So, I would like to, advise you to use narrow grid. This also works well within clips where you zoom in, zoom out, it goes to a certain setting. When I'm actually programming drums or whatnot, I usually like to put it on 116 because 116 is like your classic step sequencer where you have like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's also for beginners really easy to learn the grid on a 116. It will give you good insight to how drums usually are programmed. If you have the drums here, you can see where everything is. I hope this narrow grid helps you. If it's ever on something else and you struggle moving stuff around and getting it on the grid in order to prevent mistakes that suddenly half of your track is not on the grid anymore, just put it on narrow and you have a lot better time moving stuff around. Also with your arrows, it works really well. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave a comment if you like it. Subscribe, the deal. If you like to follow my community on Patreon, go to patreon.com/lessonsinlife. If you want to know more about my courses, go to lessonsinlife.com. And if you just want to enjoy those tutorials, be my guest to watch the next one. See you there.